I'm standing in a 1,400 square foot apartment, and we can't wait to show you this amazing space. Every corner of the interior has been carefully thought out, from the layout and lighting to the furniture and finishes, so sit back, enjoy. And let Yulia guide you through this incredible apartment. Yulia did the design for this project from our studio and provided architectural supervision.
Hi everyone, my name is Yulia and I'm a designer at Zrobim Architects Studio. The owners of this apartment had already worked with our studio before. We did the architecture and landscaping project for them, but they finally made up their minds when they saw our project in the same apartment complex. They really liked the minimalist and strict approach to the space. We started the design process with the layout solutions. Let's walk through the different zones a bit. When someone enters the space, what's the first thing they see? The main axis from the entrance leads directly to the suspended kitchen, and the end point is highlighted by a sculpture. At the entrance on one side, we have a walk-through bathroom that serves two functions at once, a guest bathroom by the entrance and a kids' bathroom. On the other side, there's a storage system that flows into the kitchen area. And, an important practical detail, at the entrance the system ends with open shelves for storage. And in the kitchen, the system finishes with a niche for the robot vacuum cleaner and a spot for the record player. Next we have the second axis, which leads into the hallway. We highlighted it with a diptych. The hallway is as compact as possible, just about 75 square feet. But from here you can access the laundry room, the primary bedroom, the two kids' rooms, and the bathroom by the entrance. And while we quickly and carefully organized all the available spaces and laid out the functional zones, arranging the furniture and appliances in the kitchen living area took us several thoughtful iterations.
The layout here is really unusual. We've just walked a little further, and now we're between two parts of the kitchen. Have you ever seen a kitchen like this anywhere? Obviously the clients don't cook much here. Here there's this, let's say, kitchen counter that's raised off the floor, and it looks really impressive. The range hood, of course, is built right into the cooktop. Here the sink is separate, and do you know what's here? If we bend down a little, you can see there's a small circle here. This little circle is a leak sensor which is built into the parquet. So if this sink starts leaking, the sensor will go off and the client will get a notification. And in some cases, a servo might even shut off the valve so the water doesn't keep flowing. Plus, there's also a TV installed here. So just imagine that you need to mix all the zones together in the interior, right? And here everything is mixed together, but at the same time everything is functional. In my opinion, it's very interesting. You can watch TV from this cozy sofa area. It doesn't even get in the way of cooking. So you can close it like this and the TV disappears. Of course, there are refrigerators, freezers in this section here. Plus you can open this up here and slide this coffee table to the side like this. So kettles and all sorts of other things aren't left standing here. You can just slide it over there. It's such an unusual kitchen, and here is already the dining area. Everything kind of flows together and feels really connected. This kitchen is unusual not only because of its functional layout, but it also illuminates the interior. It's like an interior light fixture, yes. Basically, it's real marble about 0.8 inches thick. There's LED lighting underneath it. That's it, nothing unusual. But thanks to the marble's naturally translucent areas, we end up with this beautiful, slightly magical effect that really brings the whole surface to life. By the way, there's a column right across from here, and this interior column almost completely lights up, creating these beautiful highlights.
There was also a request to keep the maximum ceiling height, taking into account ventilation, air conditioning, acoustics, and lighting. This is actually a very important stage where you need to coordinate 3 different systems so that in the final version, everything on the ceiling looks visually harmonious with no conflicts or overlaps behind it. And the highlight of this project is the ceilings. The smart home system is integrated and it can control the acoustics, lighting, curtains, air conditioning, and ventilation. Overall, all the technical components in our minimalist project are as thoroughly thought out as possible.
So friends, I'd also like to show you some of my top features of this apartment. Look, right here there's this strip. This strip is actually a mirror. It's made very simply. This mirrored layer is cut away. There's glass. Behind the glass is an LED strip, and that's it. You have a neat little light fixture that provides extra light in the entryway area. Next, here's a door. The door to the guest bathroom. It might seem like nothing special, but what's unusual is that you can walk straight through it like this and end up in the kids' rooms. So this is a bathroom with 2 doors. What's really interesting here, beyond the custom-cut mirror with elegant backlighting, the beautiful eye-catching tile, and the spacious shower, is that I want to take a moment to talk about the sink. Usually, when a custom sink like this is made, I'm talking both the vanity and the sink itself. Everything is done according to a single design plan. Most of the time, a plinth is made here so that your feet can fit under the sink. But that's not always aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice when the door goes all the way down to the floor and there is no plinth. And in this case, when your door goes all the way to the floor, it's important for the sink to be shallow, so that you don't have to reach far to get to the faucet. So keep that in mind when you opt for such a custom piece of furniture. There's also a towel bracket here. The doors are about 10 feet tall, so these are really high doors. And by the way, the wardrobe doors are 10 feet tall too. There are trim details everywhere. They're thin, neat, and beautiful. Personally, I really liked it.
The bedroom turned out to be as enveloping as possible, with a portal leading to the bathroom and built-in storage systems on both sides of the portal. The portal is made with a perfect joint between the materials. I strongly recommend not using 2 different materials on the same plane. It's better to create a step of a few inches high so that it looks neat.
Instead of nightstands, there are these small podiums where lamps are placed and where you have chargers, switches, and so on. A very cool solution, a mirror so you can see yourself, and in fact another podium where the bathtub is located. What's interesting is that many people want a bathtub in the bedroom, right? They want the bathtub, for example, to be by the window, right next to the bed, so that you can talk to someone lying in bed while you're in the bath. But in real life, it doesn't work that way. So you get out of the bathtub, and with wet feet, where do you go across your parquet floor? To the shower. Because you can't take a shower in the bathtub, so you basically have to go to the shower. There's a podium, there's a bathtub, it's in the wet zone, but it's visually visible from the bed. So you kind of enjoy yourself in the shared space, but from here it's very convenient to get to the shower. So right here is the shower area, and notice there's a mirror in the shower. It's actually on your right-hand side. There's another mirror, a wash basin area, and of course a toilet. All of this is closed off with a door like this. It closes smoothly like this to block out all the sounds, because here we don't have a door.
Kids' rooms are on the smaller side, around 140 square feet each, but we managed to fit in hidden storage systems, a sleeping area, and a study area with plenty of storage. The design in both rooms is almost identical. The only difference is the color accents.